Hi guys, welcome to Beals Science. I'm Craig Beals. Now there is a perfectly logical explanation as to why I'm being tased in this video. And it all has to do with science. You see, it all started several months ago when Jake Roper from Vsauce gave me a call and said, "Hey Craig, you want to be in one of my videos?" Yeah, of course, count me in. Little did I know I'd find myself being shocked by a police taser. But this is what it's led to. I mean, all in the name of science. Jake's got this amazing series on YouTube called Could You Survive the Movies? And this is where things got really exciting for me. I got to go down to Universal Studios and go to the set of Back to the Future to help film the series Could You Survive the Movies? Back to the Future. I mean, I had a Star Wagon with my name on it. That doesn't just happen. These things are sweet. There was a makeup crew. There was a DeLorean. There were extras. It was incredible. And the story goes like this if you don't remember the movie. There's a clock tower. It's up there. Lightning bolt hits the clock tower. The electricity flows down the wire. And in the movie, Doc has to slam two plugs together to get the electricity to flow through the wire and hit the DeLorean and go back to the future. That's me, trying to reenact that. Poorly. I know. I'll stick with my day job of being a teacher. During a break from the filming, I decided it was time for Jake to feel a little bit of what I thought I would experience with the taser.
Oh, I can feel it. I can feel it in my bones.
This antique device is part of an old telephone system. It produces electricity. You spin a copper coil inside magnets, and it sends electrons down the line.
Oh, that was much more severe.
And if you happen to be holding on, it hurts. But this is only like 30 volts. That's gonna pale in comparison to what I'm gonna try to subject myself to with the high voltage taser, in lieu of what you've inspired with this video.
I just want to say, be very clear, this was Craig's decision.
Tomorrow's a big day. Tomorrow's the day that I get shot to show the effects of high voltage. The reason I'm nervous is we keep a lot of these around the backyard. Well, this thing straight freaks me out. And just so you know, it pales in comparison to the voltage of this. If you've ever experienced one of these, it's not really the pain, it's the shock of the shock. It's like the fact that your mind is telling you this is not something that you should be doing because it's electricity and it's stupid. And yet, here we go. Yeah. Did you hear it? See? Ah! That's 2 AA batteries. That's not this. That's not what's gonna happen tomorrow. You gotta try things to really understand them. I'll never really know if I just rely on special effects. As sadistic as it might sound, I'm actually quite excited for this to happen. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm freaking out. I'm worried I may go potty in my pants when this thing shoots into my back tomorrow. But at the same time, I'm willing to make that sacrifice. Because you know what? If I don't, who will? We've reached the moment where we're gonna answer the question, what happens when you get electrocuted? This is about the only way we can safely do this, although I don't know really how safe it actually is going to be. So we can't prolong it any longer. I've been anticipating this for a couple of months since Jake Roper made me slam together the electrical posts to see if I could survive Back to the Future. And now I'm gonna find out on my own if I can survive Back to the Future. Let's do this. still alive. I'm still alive. I'm pretty sure, but I see stars. I see them everywhere. And I'm pretty confident I hit my head. And there's a lot going on right now in my body. The worst thing I've ever felt. That's a stupid idea. Damn you, Jake Roper. All I could think was those prongs are gonna be embedded so far into my back. Okay, I'm coming up. Oh, one of them stuck like right in my pant line. In my. Is it in? Is it stuck in there?
Yeah, it's stuck in there.
Oh crap. Okay. I feel a lot better now.
Good.
Than I did like. How long ago was that?
Only a minute and a half.
The longest minute and a half of my life. As if the electrocution isn't bad enough, the darts that come out of that gun are barbed like a fish hook.
And going right.
Holy crap! Dude!
That's definitely barbed.
Yeah, you think?
The next one might even be a little worse.
Am I bleeding? Yeah, you're bleeding.
A little
Okay,
bit.
let's get that other one out. Let's go for it, man.
Try.
3, 2, 1.
Got it.
Jeez.
Chop. Nice work.
Shoot!
Trying to get out of your pants.
Yeah! That's why you don't run from the cops. Be a lesson to yourself. That's what it feels like to have high voltage running through your body. That starts off as 50,000 volts. I didn't get hit with 50,000 because it's supposed to taper down to about 1,200 volts. But a defibrillator that they put on your heart is like 500 volts. Of course, it's a different thing. Okay, I'm good. Game on. One of the things I'm really interested in finding out today is if we can pick anything up on the infrared camera. So we got the thermal cameras set up back here, and what I'd love to be able to see is that current passing through my back, through my skin, as it reaches the positive and negative poles. I don't know if we'll get anything, but I have a feeling we'll see the wires come out, and other than that, as far as we know, it's never been done, which is why we have to do it, right? All in the name of science, because if we don't do it, who's gonna do it? And while you can see some heat, some blood pooling up in my back, it isn't at all what I expected. You see, the problem is this gun pulses 19 times a second. It's not a steady current flowing through my body. So it didn't heat up like we'd hoped, but it was still pretty awesome. Now here you can see some of the blood pooling at that one in my shoulder blade. Yeah. Timber. It was a terrible idea from the beginning. But you know what? We learned a lot. And we now know that we're not going to run from the police. Because to do so and to be shot by one of these is absolutely horrifying. So for the last time, let me explain to you, do not try this at home. Do not play with one of these at home. These things are nasty, man, and you're just gonna get hurt. You know, I got a lot of people to thank, especially Jake Roper and Vsauce. Check out the link to his video down in the description. And YouTube for letting me come out to LA and film on the Universal backlot with Back to the Future. Talk about an incredible experience. And FLIR, the makers of these incredible thermal cameras. You know, they're the ones that connected Jake and I a long time ago and really made this collaboration possible. And everybody else that helps out with these videos. You know, I got a lot more stuff going on. Hit the little subscribe button down there because I got more videos and you don't want to miss them. If you hit the little bell next to it, you'll get a notification and then you'll be like super happy and I'll be super happy and life will be good. Or you can come over to bealscience.com and check out everything that we got going on, both in education and in science and everywhere in between. But like we always say at the end of every little video that we do on Beals Science, keep on learning. And thanks for watching.